Oh, it just goes right into it. Hello everyone, Deadeye here, and we're playing Tears of the Kingdom, one of the most highly anticipated Switch games ever. How you doing? We're gonna do this as a regular series here. I've already played a little bit of this game because I wanted to make a bunch of shrine video shorts, so you might see those already done. But this is on the console, and for full disclosure, I'm playing on a PS4 controller because my Joy-Cons are broken. And it was cheaper to get a little dongle to use my PS4 controller than buy a Pro controller or something. So here we are.
This strange bloom keeps getting
If you want to
thicker.
see more of this, subscribe. And it's every other day. That's how we do it on this channel. So I've already done the beginning, but I haven't done much else after getting to Hyrule,
tunnels are deeper than I thought.
because I didn't want to spoil anything for me.
What could be down here?
Hey, Zelda. Oh, that's who she is, huh? The princess. I didn't know that. Yo, this place is spooky. Oh, there's my sword. Beneath the castle. Ah. No one really knew there was stuff back down here, huh? How's it going? I do like this part a lot. You could just, like, talk to a person. I never imagined this was all deep beneath Hyrule Castle. Huh. Little pool and everything. Just to say real quick, I'm actually liking the game quite a bit from what I've already experienced of it. Its story is a lot more interesting than almost
I've been falling ill.
most Zeldas I've played,
Contact with the gloom drifting through these caverns.
which usually it's very light on
Here
story
it
details.
seems almost misty and not concentrated enough to harm us.
That's strange if it's so much worse out there, or are we just super
Coming
strong?
up from beneath Hyrule Castle. We do not know what waits below, so we need to be ready for anything. But I know I'll be okay with you, Link.
Aw, thank you, Zelda.
Let's go solve this mystery.
Together, yeah. One day you'll get to be the star of your own video game. I have feelings about this game. Like it's being lauded as like the best game ever and stuff like that, or just as equal as Breath of the Wild, and I'm not sure how I feel about that. Like I said, I haven't finished it. I've only gone to Hyrule and ran around to do shrines. So, when I was a child, I asked my father if there was anything below the castle. He told me there was, though seeing it for ourselves or even discussing the matter was forbidden. No one in our family knew anything more than that. Guess I could give you all a little spoiler about, because usually I save the reviews till the end of the series. Right now, from what I've experienced, it's more like a hey, what's going on with my sword? It's glowing. It glows in the presence of orcs. I'm giving it like an 8 out of 10. I don't want you to, I'm going to say that. I'm going to say it quietly. I don't want you to think I hate the game, or I'm not going to enjoy it, or I'm going to say bad things about it. It's just I got feelings about it. The Master Sword. It must be sensing something. I knew we had a reason for concern. Ever since the end of the calamity, the castle has fallen into neglect. Well, why? Didn't you hire people to keep it up? Upkeep? That's why they call it upkeep, because to keep the castle, you need to keep it up. But I never could have imagined anything like these tunnels were hiding here. We must be careful as we move deeper. I'll give you my, like, overall thoughts of what the story is going, the, like, direction it is, once we get to a certain ability. Let's just hold it up for light, like Frodo would have done. I can recall what my father said, even now. No one must ever venture beneath the castle, not even one of us. He said this warning had been passed down through my family for as long as anyone could remember. Really? Who could have told him that? Or I should say, who could have started that? Hey, Zelda? Also, like, clearly, like, it's got the sequel depowerment that's going to happen, right? Just like Prime had, which we played recently. These are ruins from an ancient civilization. Wait, something is written here. Might these ruins be from the Zonai? Look at these little acorns or whatever, pine cones that are on the on these little sconces or whatever here. We need to continue to explore this underground area, forbidden or not. The source of the gloom is down here somewhere. You think so? I'll lead the way. Oh, no, got something to say. These carvings. Oh yeah, she has a freaking... I'm sure they're Zonai in origin. I've seen designs like this in my studies. The Zonai are said to have lived long ago in the time of earliest legend. They possessed godlike powers and had a prosperous civilization in the sky. Many history books tell us about the Zonai, but none gives us the full picture. Much is still unknown about them. Yeah, instead of a cell phone nowadays, they have a switch. Which, I'm curious if that means this next switch, if there is one, is going to be have a camera on it. Because clearly you can hear it taking pictures. Like, the 3DS had a camera on it. I am determined to discover the connection between this place and the emergence of the gloom. Yeah, me too. Those statues! Is this what the Zonai looked like? They seem so different than us, and such large ears. You shouldn't be freaking out. Have you seen any of the other creatures in your kingdom? Like the Zora. Or the Dodongos. The Dongos? The Gorons, I mean. How did the ruins from a civilization in the sky end up here, beneath the castle? It looks like the path ahead goes even deeper. Let's continue, Link. You should know why, with the thing you know already about him. You'll tell us in a moment. I guess I should recap. I played Breath of the Wild on release. I bought a Nintendo Switch and Breath of the Wild on release day. Day one. I bought them day freaking one. Midnight release. And I played straight through that game. Super hard, much like 150 hours straight. And I haven't touched it since. And I really liked Breath of the Wild. Its exploration was very fun, and I really liked the story in that game, but there was so little of it. But like, there's such a good taste of the world and whatnot. And then they released the oh, she's getting attacked by Keese. I forgot. Stop! Leave my Zelda alone. Leave my Zelda alone. Bats. Yeah, what was I saying? Then they released the DLC, and
Are you, Link?
no, it was Keese. Come on, no problem. Take a look at me like, what the heck? And it was, and that's, so they made the DLC for Breath of the Wild, which was supposed to give you more backstory on those characters. And it was so hard to access that I just never did it. After all those hours, I just was so...
histories of the royal family,
you know,
include stories
pumped.
of a great war fought long ago. It was a conflict between allied tribes and someone only ever referred to as the Demon King.
Wonder who that could be. Look at these obvious bokoblins.
Possible? Do these murals depict the same legend?
How many little weird orbs around that being?
Statues we saw
7.
earlier. A Zonai. And these figures look like Hylians. This depiction certainly suggests that the Zonai descended from the heavens. It is said that my ancestors,
Look at the little
first of Hyrule's
shape
royal
in the
family,
background.
were born from a union
Above their
of
heads.
gods who had descended from the heavens.
Okay, so why are you surprised there's some Zonai down here? Statues.
These murals tell a similar story, and if they are accurate, then the gods mentioned were the Zonai. They must have forged a relationship with the Hylians of that time, working together to establish...
That lady on the right, the
Kingdom of
Zonai.
Hyrule.
She's got long, flowy hair. And ears and eyes. I wonder who she could
He
be.
seems to be stealing something of incredible power from the young kingdom.
And it's also got the same shape. Did you see the two Zonai? Little bean-shaped thing above them?
It shows the Demon King.
Demon King has his own, but it's evil and red. Theirs were yellow. What could it be?
If the creature depicted here really does represent the Demon King, then...
Oh, big bokoblins.
Incredible! This mural must be the Great War recorded in the royal histories.
Yeah, so it really did happen, huh?
This is the imprisoning war, and the events that led up to it.
And they
Link!
imprisoning
This
one.
is a huge discovery.
Where did you imprison them? I'll hold your torch for you, ma'am.
All right then. Now to use this invention of Pura's.
It's a
glad I didn't
freaking
leave it
switch.
behind.
I hate it. I hate the fact that it's a switch so much.
You point it and click.
We already had the cell phone. We know. Last game.
It looks like the rest of the murals are obscured.
Obscured by these easily breakable blocks that I'll be smashing in no time once I know how to.
Just what is this?
And get back here. Can I get back here, actually?
Maybe we'll find more
We'll see.
answers farther ahead.
Yeah!
Let's keep moving deeper.
Too bad I don't have my ability to summon bombs or anything anymore. Whee! Yeah, alright, so what was I saying? Yeah, look. Right, they got 2. Right, and then they're like little kidney bean shaped things and they're kind of yellowish. And they got 7. And he got 1. So I don't know if there's 10, which is weird, or 2 of theirs is 2, and he's got 1, and there's 8 parts of the Triforce in the original Zelda. But that Triforce is technically the Triforce of Wisdom, but we shouldn't really be thinking about that because it doesn't matter too much. Hey, anything to say? I can't tell you how excited I am. The murals down here, their images support so much of what histories have written about. Historians. I mean, well, yeah, that's what historians are for. Hey, check out my sword! Check out my sword! I can do these cool things! Alright, I don't know if she's impressed by my sword. Coming along? I don't want to rush. I find myself wondering, how did this area come to be so forgotten? Why was our history left hidden here? Did the royal family in those ancient times want this place and these murals remain a secret and out of sight? I don't know, why would they want the story of what happened hidden? Sorry, ma'am. I can't shake the feeling that I'm missing something here. Why would anyone want to keep this whole area a secret? Can't be because of what is shown in those murals. Pay attention to what's about to be shown. It's very, very important what you're going to see. I can only hope we'll find more answers farther below. Alright, let's go! I think that's all the things she's probably got to say. Feels like it. I'm not sure if this dank-ass gloom is healthy for us to be breathing in, you know? What do you think? Gloom is growing heavier as we go. It's more and more unnerving. Do you hear? Do you hear that noise? What could it be? I don't like the look of this, but we must find our answers, Link. Yay, let's do it! Huh. Strange glowing energy. Do you see that? And center of mist. I want to actually, before I just step too much closer, I want to see. Ah, there's no... Oh, no, yeah, you can run. Okay. There's, like, steps down. Okay. So pay attention to this. What is this place? Let's continue, Link, but we must be extremely careful. Not yet. Alright. Let's go back. Let's go back home. Let's not do any of this. Alright, no, we have to do this. Let's continue, but we must be careful. Okie dokie. Cutscene time.
What is that?
Yeah, it's a dude being pushed down by an arm. The gloom seems to be coming out of it. And that arm has one of them kidney beans on it. And Zelda picks it up. I guess maybe it's not so much yellow, it's more white. Oh, now it's yellow. Uh-oh. This person seems to be back and animated. Hey, mummy. He's got a kidney bean on his forehead, too. Oh, you leave my princess alone. Uh-oh. Oh no, my hearts. I need those. Ah! No! The Master Sword, how could you break? That cut you, though.
Link!
Was that the sword that seals the darkness? The blade that shatters so easily against my power cannot save you from me.
Oh no. He's creepy the way he moves.
You who carries that fragile sword, a Link. Rauru placed his faith in
Rauru?
you, and that was all you could do.
I haven't even started, buddy.
Know our names.
How do you know our names? Uh-oh. Right under the castle. This isn't good. I always forget that Rumble actually works. All that effort I did to scale those walls to get into fight Ganon, and there goes the dang castle. Hey, buddy. See you later, I guess. Oh, man, my arm ain't doing so good after whatever the gloom touched me. Oh, no! Zeldar! Save her! Oh. No, she just turned into that same yellow light that the kidney bean was, and she's gone. And I've been saved by this arm thing. Alright. Watch out, guys. They're gonna fall on you, those blocks. Ugh. Very green. So that arm that saved me is now in my arm. Weird. My arm was kind of effed, so. But I got these cool tribal tattoos out of it. Damn, I'm missing my clothes, though. What was that arm doing? Take my clothes off? Anyways.
Link, finally you wake.
Now my arm is talking to me.
I've heard a great deal about you from Zelda.
How?
Your wounds were severe. I am relieved to see you escape death.
Thanks.
Your arm, however, was beyond saving. I had to replace it, lest the injury endanger you further.
Huh. So it wasn't specifically the arm that was there, I guess. It was just gave me like a robot arm. Cool. Master Sword. How'd that get here? Now let's go grab it. My trusty old Master Sword can't do nothing without it. I like it, you know, the game, they're gonna start you with the Master Sword, you know, it's nice. You don't have to worry about the durability. Oh, it's screwed. Oh, it's gone. Oh, it's a rusty pile of crap. It's decayed and only has one power. Sword that seals the darkness, its sacred power has been diminished after being ravaged by the gloam beneath Hyrule. Alright. Well, it's the sword we got. It's the sword I have to do. Thanks, try. The white button on this keyboard, it's a square for some reason. Did I say keyboard? Jesus. Yeah, well, I guess we'll examine this. Just touch your hand to it. Looks like my hand. Boop. I like all the little frilly bits, you know, the little green flying everywhere and stuff. I like all that. That bell, I guess it's time for bingo. Yeah. Okay, moving gear. Alright, well, have fun. Don't worry, there's nothing we can do with that gear right now, so we're just gonna ignore it. But it's spinning. Yeah, it'll keep on spinning while we're gone. Let's go. Jump. So yeah, I really like this game. I don't know if they took the criticisms from Breath of the Wild very well, and I think that's part of why I don't like this game. But we'll get to that in a moment. Yeah, we'll get to that when we, like, really get to the game. Landing on water, even from a great height, will prevent you from taking fall damage. Yeah, because I don't want to spoil some of the stuff just yet. Oh, is that a chest? I like how the chests, they look like they have teeth. And like a nose and eyes and everything. It's archaic legwear. Simple, classic legwear. They're well worn and showing their age, but they've still got a few good years left in them. It can be a bit cumbersome to have to tie the straps. Yeah. Put on a skirt, like... Alright, let's go. Oh, little Tweety birds. Oh, cool. This is such a beautiful vista, though. You gotta hand it to them. It's a pretty looking game. They execute their art style so well. Let's go! And then just dive into the game. Here you are, folks. Tears of the Kingdom. Game's a bit loud. We're gonna have to fiddle with the sound settings. And there's just a dragon. Oh, I remember the first time I saw the dragon in Breath of the Wild. I was crossing the big bridge, and I didn't know there was dragons at all in the game. And it's just like flying right above me as I'm fighting some like bokoblins or lizals or whatever they were called. And I was were they just called lizards? And I was freaking out. I was like, oh my, like it was just a perfect timing. I was like, oh my god! I thought it was like a roaming boss or something. And then they turned out to be just kind of not that great. No, they were great. They just didn't turn out to be that cool of an idea. Oh, since I've been kind of like vaguely hinting at criticisms I have of this game, I think I'll just go and say some positives first. The actual open world aspect of this game is much better than Breath of the Wild's. But we'll get to that. We'll get to that when we actually get there. Alright, let's real quick options. Whoa, not special controls. Yeah, the sounds. Do we have sounds? Do we not have sound settings? Ah, so sad. The lack of options is sad, but okay, whatever. Cool. Let's throw this stupid thing away. I don't need it. Oh, well, they won't let me. Crouching increases your stealth, making it easier to sneak up on foes and animals. I have acquired an apple. I have forgotten what apples are from before. Come on, buddy, do your thing. Haha! I was ready. Ta 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 ta. Oh no, my sword's gone. I'll grab the stick you dropped. I find it funny that he has to relearn all these. I know he has to for, like, video game reasons, but, like... Oh, oops, wrong direction. Come on. Don't back away from me. I'm just a fleshy being. You're like a robot. Gotcha. Can you tell I've already played a bit? Like I said, I've only been focusing on the shrines, so I don't know much. But I have fought a lot of the guys. Give me that. We're gonna need some healing for what's about to happen. Oh. That's what that texture's supposed to look like. Alright. It's a stick over here, right? Yeah. Stick! So they didn't change anything with the weapon durability. And that's the game's biggest criticism, still exists. I will say one thing, they give it a lore reason. I think, see, that's what I mean by not reading the criticism right. From Breath of the Wild. Instead of, like, addressing it mechanically, they just give it a lore reason. And that's not the right solution. People's criticisms with the durability is valid. And, that wasn't a solution. We'll see their solution, though, in a moment. Well, in more than a moment. We're already at half an hour. Holy crap-ole. I think we're going to do a long first episode. Look at the symbol on him. It's like a broom. Maybe we'll do a first long episode. I like this guy. Look, on his ears, on his head, he has those same, like, acorns. There's a reason for that. It's because they're an item. That lights up. You find them. They're a seed. Link, I have waited for you, Steward Construct. Princess Zelda left something for you in my care. What do you mean? How could she? She left me her freaking Nintendo Switch. This is the Purapad. I am told it is an invaluable tool that will provide you with direction. I can't wait to see people who have modded their Switch to look exactly like this thing. That's going to be cool to see people doing that. What happened to my cell phone, though? Princess Zelda's prized device. It has a variety of features that are essential for an adventure. Yep. I received it from Princess Zelda. I have now passed it on to you. How did Princess Zelda give it to you? My records indicate that Princess Zelda is waiting at the location marked on its map. My message has been delivered. Where am I? We stand in the Garden of Time. That's a very poetic, phrasing. Do we all live? We all just live in the Garden of Time, and we just try and eat its fruits. Sometimes we leave a little bit behind. The Temple of Time is visible from here. It was used in the distant past. Many rites and ceremonies of the kingdom were held there. But no more. Now it is a lonely place. No one visits. How long ago was long ago? Another one of these things for me to touch, huh? Find the Zelda. Alright, sure. Find the Zelda? Why'd I phrase it like that? You got anything else for me? This is the Garden of Time. My records indicate that Princess Zelda is waiting at the location marked on the map. Head to the location. Okay. Nothing over here? Okay. Let's press this thing, because we can't get to that other island. I will give you, I guess, more of a little bit of a preview of my criticisms. The performance isn't perfect. Neither was Breath of the Wild's, but it's still a detriment to the game. A lot of people will just, like, ignore it because of how good the game is, but that, to me, doesn't make sense. We need to get to the point where we demand more consistent and acceptable performance from games. Instead of just like, you can have bad performance if you're a good game. That's not right. Look at all these islands and adventures we're gonna have. Oh, they're not glowing yet. That's a shrine. It's gonna glow after we learn about them. That one's freaking annoying to get to, but we'll do it. We're not doing it today, though. I think my video for it might be up. So, yeah, that's the thing. I've been going back and forth in my head about whether or not I should do the shrines on the video or not. Because I've done so many of them already. And you can go see the shorts for yourself, but the first handful we're definitely going to do. I'll take that stick, thank you very much. But after that, I'm not sure. I haven't decided yet. We'll see how it goes. You seem to be new here. Do you intend to use that weapon as against the soldier constructs? What are the soldier constructs? Soldier constructs are those of us given strict orders to protect this land. The Zonai who created us directed them to eliminate trespassers. They will consider you a trespasser. You must treat them as a serious threat. Allow me to offer unsolicited advice. It is crucial to maintain a proper distance and target your opponents. Swinging haphazardly will not yield results. You may practice targeting on me if you want. Oh, but please, do not actually attack. See, that's a thing that kind of gets me with this game. I mean, it's not new to this game, because it was similar in, Breath of the Wild, but it's like, oh yeah, target and plan your attacks, but don't attack wildly. Have you ever played the other Zelda games? You just swing the effing sword with abandon. And that's the best part of it, because it feels so good, but this game is like... This game and Breath, the same thing. It's like, no, you gotta like really sit and think. But it's fine, but the controls for it aren't super tight, and I do kind of wish it was a little bit better. But it's fine enough for this game. I don't know if come here, frogs. I need you, you hot-footed frogs. No, no, don't disappear into the cliffside. Damn it. Let's go find our princess. The puzzles are, I feel, I've done, I don't know, 50 or so shrines. This video is, not all of them are up yet, but I've done 50 or so shrines, and, puzzles are much better. I feel like they are anyways. It's been a while, maybe I don't remember, that other game's puzzles, Breath of the Wild. Yeah, I should probably do the shrines on video. People probably won't like it if I don't. I didn't know there was a pot here to cook with. There's peppers here too. Oh, okay. Oh, did you see me? Alright, well, fine then. 1 second. We're gonna need those. Ow! Frick. Let's use the twigs first. Alright. Thank you, thank you. Oops, was it this? I don't remember any of the recipes, so you'll have to excuse me. Was it 2 in 1? 2 fruits and a mushroom? This is 3? That's 2.5. Now 2.5 is pretty much the minimum we can have. Maximum, I mean? Because we only have 3 hearts. Make a couple of these, we're gonna need them. I'm not super good with this combat. But we're also gonna need, stuff in general for, later. We'll grab these, thank you very much. And also knocking against this game is the lack of options. Specifically, control binding. Don't like these controls. Like most of the parts of these controls I don't like. I don't like jumping. What is that on a normal control? What? It's triangle on this controller. I don't like them, and run being the bottom. I don't like them being so far apart. I wish I could put a run on stick or one of the Z buttons, you know. What are these pricks down there? Come on. Come on. This. Oh. Yeah, he lived. Let's go get him. Hey, buddy. Oh, the one with the long stick lived. Give me that. Oh, he's whistling for his friends. I'll take your long stick. Don't want you to summon anyone. And then we'll beat you with it. Get away from me. I have a long stick. Oh, hey. I forgot there's 3 down here. Get back. Take that. Oh, I'm out of... I'm full on spots. Give me that. I will say the general kit of weapons, that abilities, I mean, weapons would be in a different kind of game. But, yeah, general kit he has. Zelda in this... Zelda? Yeah, this is Zelda. It's called The Legend of Zelda, so you must be playing Zelda. Is probably better, or at least more interesting than, the first game. I don't have all... I haven't seen all the abilities. I've only seen some. I'll take your mushroom that you've cooked. Ah, I roasted that, but it's yours if you want. You roast them? Oh, I had not noticed before that you were unfamiliar to me. My apologies. Among my tasks is to explain anything that visitors might require knowledge of. You may have questions about this place. Rest assured that a construct can answer them. I recall that your question was about roasting food. I roast the ingredients by placing them beside the fire. I do not eat, but I am given to understand that it improves their taste. Our creators roasted ingredients in order to enhance their nutritional value. Do you have ingredients? I invite you to use this fire to roast them. Why didn't you put the pot here? I don't understand why they did this. Does this work? I know it works, but I mean, like, why didn't they put the thing like here? Oh, it's on fire. Give me the toasted one. Continue being on fire. Get closer. Oh, it's not close enough. How much on fire? How much closer do I need to? Oops. Oh well. I need like put him in the fire. Sleep now in the fire. Okay, come on, cook. Don't burn away though. All right, that's fine. I'm gonna stop doing that. Yeah, why didn't they just put a full pot? If there was a full pot right over there, why didn't they put a full pot? Whatever. Let's go rescue the princess, folks. What's this obscuring fog? I don't remember this being here. There's another one. It's not glowing yet, though. Okay. Oops. Let's go. And then there's a dude here who wants to fight us. Oh, no. Oh, yeah, I don't have a shield yet. Haha! I tricked you. Bam, 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 boop. Give me that shield, bro. And that sword. Thank you. Yep. I need that more than I need one of these. Alright. Princess is inside. I'm gonna go rescue her. Because I'm Link, and that's what I do. I'm so tired. From running and jumping. Cutscene? Yeah, because the princess is on the other side of this door. She can tell me what's going on. Nah, no she can't. You blocked. Why is my arm glowing?
That door will open only to those with sufficient power. I'm sorry. I did not intend to startle you.
I don't know how I feel about this character's voice
The guy
acting.
that spoke to you earlier. That arm originally belonged to me.
Oh, it is your arm. Okay.
I am Raru.
Hi, Raru. Aren't you one of the villages in Zelda 2? Aren't all the names of the villages, the characters' names villages? Whatever. You know. If you know, you know. If you don't, it's okay.
Unfortunately, I no longer have a physical form.
Hey man, that's pretty good though. You don't have a form, but you can still talk. You don't have muscles? Vocal cords?
It seems to have lost the power to do so.
Can it still do other things?
You might be able to restore it.
Don't ask what other things.
But you would need to enter a place filled with sacred light.
Can you point away?
Of course. Why not visit the shrines on this island?
How many shrines? Oh, now they're glowing. How many shrines are there on this island? How many are we going to do today? This video? 2, maybe?
The shrines. Yes, I'm sure they are the key.
Maybe just 1? No, we'll try and do 2. Because we're already at 40 minutes. Oh, bye, Raru. Rar. Isn't that the thing the guy says in Phantom of the Menace when he blows up in his pod racer? And they go, Raru. Anyways. Yes, adventure log. Pull out my Nintendo Switch. Close the door to find the princess. Alright, man. We can mark them now. Whoop. Oh yeah, I forgot this also has motion controls. I've been playing this game. I've been mostly used to my Steam controller, and not as good for this. Alright, anyways, where's the other one? Oh, I might not be able to see it. It's over there somewhere. It's over there somewhere, isn't it? Might not be able to see right now. Anyways, let's go. Let's go to the first one. I've already done this on a video, but on a short that is already uploaded. Oh, I'm fine. We need to kill that guy, though. That one right there? Yeah, he needs to go. We need that. He's holding a bow and arrow, and we need that bow and arrow. Thank you. More than one arrow out here. I don't know where the rest are, though. Ah, there it is. We need the arrows, too. Arrows are hard to come by in this game. At least from my experience. Look at him not looking. I caught him not looking. Think it's strike. Bop. Where does that thing go? Thank you. Yeah. There's a bunch of arrows around here somewhere, isn't there? There's a couple. Alright. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Oh, there's a dude here. We're gonna ignore him. Bye. They can't climb through the water very well. Being made out of... Oh, he's sad. He's throwing rocks at us. Being made out of Zonai. Give me the rush room. Increases your climbing. So much easier to look around with a stick. Oops, wrong direction. We'll go this way. It's fine. The Yuko shrine. All right. What could that blue dot mean? All right, let's get this show on the road, Raru. In we go. I really wish the image, like, it's, first of all, the shrine, walking into shrines is pretty cool. The way it looks. The glow through the rock and all that. I really do wish, though, the image you saw on the other side was actually the shrine before you. It's not, it's just they all look the same. But I really wish it looked the same. They all look the same. Hey, what's up? Oh. This is a shrine of light. Long ago, I filled these places with the light that purges evil. I believe this light will restore an ability your right arm has lost. Now then, extend your hand. Okie dokie. How do they make, like, this animation? You know, with all the little wisps of green stuff and flowing in. It looks really good. Don't know. You have learned the Ultra Hand technique. Grab and move objects, rotate them, and stick them to other objects. This is the Ultra Hand ability. It allows you to move objects freely and attach them to other objects. With it, you'll be able to build a great number of things. Really, anything you can imagine. Use Ultra Hand and receive the blessing from this shrine. So yeah, you can make anything. And it's really impressive. Like, legit, like, almost Kerbal-esque levels of possibilities. Because there's they do have kind of like set points and like not set points at the same time. But, yeah, it's pretty impressive. Like, but there is one problem, though. Well, maybe not problem so much, but I've played a lot of this game, these shrines specifically. And I have yet so far to find basically a problem that can't be solved by making a really big stick. You know? Alright, anyways. Come on up here. Take the big stick. Turn it this way. Place it up here. I just kind of... Give me this chest. It's a opal, I believe. Let's see if I remember correctly. Amber. Close enough. And then you don't need this anymore, but you can take it with you. If you want, you can take all the sticks in here and make one really big long stick to solve this problem. But we're going to do it the way they intend, so to speak. Oh, I didn't put it in the video. I meant to. Well, I didn't mean to. The short was already too long. But I made a bridge and went up there to see if there's anything up there. There's nothing up on either side of this. But you can grab this thing. And it is kind of interesting. This is supposed to get... This is a hint to give you the solution to this puzzle here. This railing. You make one of those. That's what they're telling you to do here. But it's interesting. That one isn't attached. So that's a hook and a plank, right? But if you go up there and grab it, right? Let me show you. I'm not going to show you specifically what I'm saying, but I'm going to show you this. So this is what it is up there, right? So it's a hook in the center like this, right? That's what that is. But ours isn't attached. That one is actually a pre-made one piece. You can't detach it. I find that interesting for some reason. Alright, get on there. Then you jump onto that, and we take a little ride. That's how you solve the shrine. And here's the thing. That's what I gotta say for that. Hello, wow, look! It's one of the Zonai and a nice lady. It's like the thing we saw. We offer this light that will cleanse you of evil. Wow. Sorry about that noise. Alright, just put that glow in me. Oh, that's not very good. The red gloom reaction, not very good. I got a light of blessing. Crystal that glows with a light that purges ancient evil and purifies it with its radiance. Alright. May the light of blessing grant you the strength to seek. So yeah, I have made some really large objects with Fuse. Excuse me, with Ultra Hand. It's pretty impressive how many things you can stick together. But after just a couple of objects, especially if they're big objects, you start to get chugging. And that goes back to what I'm trying to say. It's one of my criticisms. It's really unfortunate that they didn't or can't make a more powerful system. Like, this runs at 30 and then chugs down to like 25 sometimes. Maybe 25 is probably the lowest, at least in my experience. Imagine if this was 60. This would be... It would legitimately be... It would be, excuse me, objectively better. You did very well getting through that shrine, and you've restored an ability. This is wonderful. If you visit and complete 2 more shrines, you should be able to open the door to the Temple of Time. Is that true, Rauru? Tell me. I just need to see 2 more, huh? Okay. You may want to mark the shrines in the distance with pins, then you'll never lose track. The Purr Pad offers you a very useful scope. It's quite handy. Alright. Yeah, I know already. I know already. Oops, wrong button. Wrong button, that's the button. Get over here. Yeah, there we go. Alright, we're gonna go over there. Yeah, we're gonna go over there. But yeah. Give me that. Oh, why'd you fuse to that? I did not want you to fuse to that. That's not what I meant. Whoa, it's in my way. The physics is a little weird. You can't, like, move something if you're on it, right? Which makes sense. If you attach things to things, they lose their weight, like their individual weight. So you'll notice... sure, whatever. You'll notice it if you put like a heavy block on a like physically not attached. It'll weigh it down like you expect it to. But if you attach it, it doesn't weigh it down anymore. It weighs it like the whole thing more, like the whole new attached object more, but it's not the same kind of weight. It's a little weird, but you kind of have to do that. I understand. Otherwise, you know, it wouldn't work. So when I was playing this for the shrines, I actually really didn't talk to anyone. So I don't... Raru's here. I don't know what he's got to say. I see that they're still at work even now. We originally created the constructs to assist in our endeavors. All of us were fond of them. I never imagined they would continue to carry out their assigned task to this day. The fact that their labor no longer serves any purpose, yet they perform it still, it is disquieting to me. So, you know Zelda, but you're shocked that these people are still around. What's going on? I'll take this wood, thank you very much. I'll take this too. Hey bro! Fix your gaze forward. Face it head on. Pardon me, I was absorbed in my woodcutting. Are you here for woodcutting too? Woodcutting is a branch of chopping down a tree to create logs. Logs can be combined to assemble platforms. You can also chop them down further to make wood. Lumber has many uses. That is why I come here daily to chop wood. Yet, I still find it difficult to chop them down in the intended direction. That is why you may have heard me muttering the words. Fix your gaze forward. Face it head on. I apologize. I've been rambling for some time. There's an axe I no longer need over there. You can use it to do some woodcutting. Is it grown so late already? I must have failed to notice the time bell. I will rest for today. Yeah, this is a weird thing I didn't understand at all when I played it. The time bell. Someone else was talking about, oh, I need that more than whatever I have in my inventory. Give me that. Not because I need to do any woodcutting, but just it's a better weapon. I like that they show you a very basic boat. You're going to be making lots of those. Get used to making them. This game is a little bit more... it's not a criticism. It's just preference, I guess. It's a little more hand-holdy than Breath of the Wild was. But that's fine, I guess. It's just it is the way it is. You'll see that more when we get to doing stuff when we get to Hyrule. I do like that they put little notches here just to guide you perfectly. You know, I never did go over there. What is over here? Trying to get some new experiences involved in this video instead of me replaying parts I've already played for you guys. Ooh, boy. Yeah, I hate the controls. I want to run and jump more easily. Thank you for the apple. Yeah, I didn't come over here last time. Zonite charges. We'll know what the Zonite charges do later. Oh, we're already at 53 minutes. Amber, okay. Well, that's a amber. That's over here. Okay. Anything else over here? Nothing. All right, let's get out. Let's get going. That was kind of not worth the time. All right. Why is there a rock on that island? Pick it up. I freaking knew it. I didn't know this. I did not get this one before, I promise. You freaking Korok. Ah, you're not Hetsu. But you see me. I didn't know someone like you could see the children of the forest. Well, if you see Hestu, please return this to him. Yeah. I guess I will. Oh, and my friends are hiding lots of different places too. You should keep your eye out while you wander. I hate you. I collected so many of you before, and I gotta do it again. I maxed out that game. I want you to know. I did every single thing in Breath of the Wild. Alright, let's go. Hey, what are you doing? Oh, you got bow and arrow? Cool, I'll take the arrows. I need them. Shh, quiet. I'm engaged in hunting. As all hunted wild creatures that inhabit the forest. I don't remember seeing you here before. We constructs fulfill several roles. One is to provide any necessary explanation to newcomers such as yourself. Other content may be answer questions you may have about subjects. My specialty hunt is dispatch a wild creature. Many of them dwell within this forest. They are highly nutritious to organic life. They were also extremely wary. A hunter must not make noise. Crouching is essential for silence. Yeah, okay. I really... The tutorial island. Yeah, that's where we're at. I shouldn't be bothered. Is that Raru over there? What are you doing over there? I definitely didn't talk to you up there. A bow can be used to strike from afar. Aiming for a weak spot is passed. I will give you a bow. Place over there. Use your time has passed while I hunted. Seem to have failed to hear the time bell. Oh, I missed. No, don't live. No, I forgot arrow drop. No. Don't want to waste an arrow. They're so precious. Yeah. Give me your meat. Oh, you gave me raw meat, not like a chicken leg. Haru, what are you doing over here? Do I need to go this way? Yeah, I need to go this way. I'm going to the next shrine. Ah, bunch of mushrooms. Where'd you go? Wasn't he up here? Do I freaking seeing things? Oh, there he is. Rah, 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 rah. I loved this view of the Temple of Time. I always took a moment to appreciate it whenever I passed by here. The garden time was quiet. The only sound to be heard was the time bell, ringing in mornings and evenings. It was as if the whole place changed its chime. Especially at night when the sound signaled the emergence of fireflies. Those were glorious times. Alright. Peace. We won't bother with the cooking right now. That's where we're heading. Now, if we got an advantage spot... Oh, you saw me? Lame. Don't say anything. You guys coming up here? Let me meet you head on. Actually, no, I need those arrows that guy had. I don't have the paraglider. What am I doing? What am I doing jumping? I guess spoilers, just a paraglider. Just like in the other game. Wait, where did things go? There they are. I need those arrows more than anything. You throwing rocks! Alright. 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 Let's do you, actually. Come on. Whee! You missed! Beep bop, beep bop, boo! Oh, he's about to hit me. This guy's coming. Rusty Broadsword? That was my nickname in high school. Alright. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. All of this stuff. Excuse me, hiccup there. I'm gonna drop that for now. Appal! There's the opal I was thinking of, probably. Told you it's worth it. No, break. I need you to break open without wasting durability of stuff. Ouchies. I meant to land on that better. Just one arrow in there? Dang it, I was hoping for a bundle. Alright, anyways, we gotta make a boat. Let's go make a boat. Oh, did I skip the dude? Wait. I forgot. There's another path this way. Didn't go this way last time, the way it just went to me. Come here. I don't like two-handed weapons in this game. I don't get to have a shield in that way. Choo-choo jelly. Ah, alright. Boat time. Gonna make a three-piece boat? We'll make a three-piece boat. Just like that example we saw earlier. Oh, 2 pine cones. Yeah, that's what those are, pine cones. Boop, boop, boop. This is so impressive. It's so impressive how quick you can get about with it once you know what you're doing. I see this dude over here wants to attack me. Okay, so we... No, don't go without me. Alright, cool. See you later, loser! I got a boat! I'm Link on a boat. I remember this going faster last time. I don't know if I appreciate the, like, green goo, though. For the attachments. Hey, birds, how you doing? Some herons. Yeah. That's enough of that. Let's go up there and do this shrine. Get out of here, choo-choo. Ah, the In Issa Shrine. Alright, let's get in Issa and do that shrine. It is pretty cool looking. Walking in one of these. Alright, so this is the fusion shrine. So, you made it here. Now then, extend your right hand. Alright. You should say, extend my right hand. You should be really possessive of it. Because it is. It's fuse. Attach something to an equipped weapon or shield to enhance it. You can undo this infusion, but that will destroy whatever has been attached. This is the fuse ability. It allows you to fuse something nearby to your weapon or shield, thereby enhancing it. Why not pick up that sword just ahead and then fuse a nearby object to it? Use fuse, and then receive the blessing from this shrine. So fuse is really cool. This is their answer to people who don't like durability things, and they're just like, just fuse crap together to make better weapons. That inherently isn't the problem, though. But, yeah. Let's do that, and then we go over here, and we get this thing. Oops. Trolls. Now I got a rock stick, a rock sword. Yeah, let me on through. Thank you very much. That's really loud. I wish I could control sound settings, but nope, you're not allowed to have freedoms in this game. Also, we're charging you $70 nowadays. Deal with it. Ah, arrows. We need those. Thank you very much. So this door is locked. There's a key. The key's over here. Now let me show you. Key's in that chest. And you see the little dry leaves? I'll show you how you get it. Grab all these fire fruits. Because you need them. Thank you for the arrows. Do I have space for another bow? I do. So here you go. You get your... Get your bow out and you push up, and you can then attach different things to it for different effects. It's a really cool little system, actually. You could make a whole game that's just this. You know? Now it does more damage, and it has a fire effect. But I want to keep my arrows, these things, my spicy peppers. So if you can just do this. Boop. I guess that's a hint. If you somehow run out of arrows, or not arrows, that's spicy peppers, spicy fruit, fire fruit, that's what it's called here. If you somehow run out of fire fruit here, you can do that to launch, to get your key, so you're not stuck. Because if you leave the shrine, like, the state of the shrine stays, if I remember correctly. So you could theoretically be stuck. You know? So they gotta put something like that in so you can get yourself out. Oh no, this dude wants to fight. What are we going to do? We are going to shoot him in the head and then set him on fire. Oh, is he gonna shoot first? He can shoot first. Come on. Oh, that was not a crit, apparently. Maybe there was that one. Why was that not a crit? That seemed like it was in one of your 3 eyes. Come back towards the... He's quick. He's a quick fella. Look at this. Okay, that one I know wasn't. There we go. Set this world on fire. Burn! Take that. I can't carry any more bows. Well, no, wait. We'll drop this. Wait, no. We dropped the wrong one. This one here. Inventory managing is kind of annoying in this game. Yeah. So the fuse is really cool. One big problem, you can't do it from the menu. And that's annoying. Oh, give me that, give me that. So, we'll take the Zonai charge, and this is, what is it called? Captain Construct Horn. It gives you 5 fusion attack power. So let's say you want to fuse that with like a basic stick, right? You have to drop it on the ground first. And that's annoying. I think it's an oversight. And I think you should be able to switch these. You should be able to fuse these. In the menu. Oops. Ah, now we got a stick. That's sharp. Now, before you leave here, there are a couple of items. Do I want any of this? Do I want any of this? I guess I can. Have you. I mean, it just makes your stuff better, so you might as well. You're gonna use it. They just want you to use the ability. They don't want to give you a weapon that lasts. They just want to use their abilities. And I understand their feelings about it. I think you should just let the weapons last a little bit longer. Because it's really annoying when you get a really good weapon and it kills one enemy. You'd never get ahead of that. And that criticism, to me, is very valid. The fact that they heard it and then didn't change anything about it, and instead just decided to put like a lore reason for that to exist, which we'll get to when we get there, is kind of mean, actually. But anyways, I've done well to receive this place. Receive? Yeah, that's the word. That's the word they put down there in English. Now we offer this light that will cleanse you of evil. Who could these two people be? One Zonai dude and one Hylian lady. Link, I really don't think this red glowing stuff popping off every time you touch one of these orbs is a good sign, man. I really, really don't. Anyways, here's a light of blessing. May the light of blessing grant you the strength you seek. So the next one we gotta go do is the one in the Snowland, and it takes a while to get there. It's like the first real challenge in this, like, what was it called? The Great Step? Was that what it was called? This is the tutorial island, and it's the first real challenge. At least in the exploration phase kind of challenge, you know? So, we'll be saving that for the next video. I came because there was something I failed to give you. Please take it. It's a necklace? I don't know, it's a hip device. It's the energy cell, a gift from a zone. Look how it's got spaces so you can upgrade it. Designed to be worn on a belt, it can power Zonai devices. What I have just given you is an energy cell. It is required to make use of the tools known as Zonai devices. I cannot demonstrate its utility because there are no Zonai devices here. But, however, I have associates on the other side of that cave system. They can teach you how to use this. I hope that energy cell I provided to you is useful. Thanks. It will be. But later. Right now, I just want to climb this tree. Ooh, ooh. Don't pan the camera too hard. You lose a little bit of your frame rate. Look at that dragon going by, doing his thing. He's, okay, he's like a brownish reddish dragon. I wonder if there are exactly 4 dragons. We'll have to wait to find out, folks. I don't know. I just have feelings. We'll see. Hope you're all enjoying me playing Tears of the Kingdom. This was an hour-long one. I don't think I'm going to be aiming for hour-long videos going forward. We'll see, though. I really want to get actually down to Hyrule and actually, like, show you the game. Oh, we gotta continue on with Tutorial Island here. I really want to get down there because the story and the world is really interesting. And I want to get to actually explore it. I've played so much of this game and I haven't dipped more than a toe in, you know what I mean? Anyways, that's it for me today. I hope you all enjoyed. If you did, do please subscribe. Daily uploads on this channel. New video every day, 3 p.m. Eastern Time. Alternating Let's Plays. So if you want to catch more of this, it will be day after next. In the meantime, I'm playing something else tomorrow. I think you'll enjoy, so come back and check that out tomorrow. I am uploading shorts of me completing the shrines. Those are just kind of going up whenever I feel like them, because they're just kind of bonus videos. So if you don't want spoilers of shrines and you want to watch them, if you don't want, you know what I mean. If you don't want spoilers of shrines, don't watch them. If you do, don't mind, or you need help, go ahead and watch them. That's what they're there for. I'm trying to help people out. Anyways, that's it for me today. I got a spiky club, and I'll see you all next time. All right. Bye-bye now.